Hey everyone, welcome to SWG 519, Research and Statistics in Social Work. My name is Kat Galligan, and I'm going to be your co-instructor for SWG 519 this go-round. I've been a social worker for approximately 15 years, and I've worked in a wide variety of roles during those 15 years in all three levels of practice, micro, meso, and macro. I've lived in a lot of different places and served in those roles. So I have lived in several different New England states. I was born in New Jersey, and I've also lived in Illinois, where I currently live now in Southern Illinois, Missouri, where I currently work in St. Louis, and I've also lived in Oregon and in Arizona and been a social worker in both of those places. I'm actually still licensed in Oregon. Roles that interest me most are roles that allow me to practice a mix of micro, meso, and macro. And I currently work as a home health social worker for a company named BJC Home Care in the medical field, but I'm most passionate about working with transition age youth, that population, and I would love to one day return to a program development or research and statistics role within behavioral health systems to work with this population. I'm also quite passionate about teaching, and I aim to be trauma informed in my clinical practice as well as in my teaching. I've been teaching for ASU in the online School of Social Work for approximately 6.5 years now, and I love supporting new social work students in this position. I normally teach SWG 519, SWG 510, and I've taught a couple other ones here and there, but those are my main ones. At this time, your immediate tasks are to review Module 0 and begin Module 1. Your first discussion board on evidence-based practices is due this Sunday, and this includes your initial post and your reply post. When you are working on this discussion board, I want you to think about and reflect on how the evidence-based practice process is aligned or not aligned with the scientific method. So think back to grade school when you had to do a science fair or a science project. What were the first things that you have to do? What are the next steps? What's your ultimate goal for going through this process? Things like that. Now, a little bit more about me and my experience in social work. My research background is in children's and adolescents' cognitions about gender and race and how these cognitions affect them socially as well as academically. I've also engaged in program development and evaluation of social work systems and behavioral health programs at multiple different states in the nation. I am also an avid outdoors person, and my happy place is the Pacific Northwest forest. I am a foster parent to an awesome 6-year-old boy, and if you ever have to Zoom with me, he will likely make a cameo appearance. He loves to do that. Sleep hygiene is one of my biggest self-care tools. You will see me post about mindfulness and self-care throughout the course of the semester, and you will never hear from me past 7:30, 8 p.m. because I am so strict about this part of my self-care. However, I will respond to you promptly at 5 a.m. Central if you email me in the evening. I want to end my video with a tip on self-care. And this week, I will encourage you to get up and be active. So physical health is very important, and we all should be moving much more than we do, especially when we're in grad school. This could be as simple as walking your dog, if you have a dog, in the morning, taking the stairs instead of the elevator at your place of work, parking a little bit further so you get your steps in. You can choose to do a more intense workout if you're feeling that, like cycling, boxing, yoga. And I hope everybody stays safe and grounded during this time. I look forward to working with you and supporting you all. Have a lovely day, and I am an email away if you need me.